Hey everyone, Luxinda Swirl here. I just wanted to record a quickie intro to my first hydro dipping video. I did a couple test runs today because I've never done it before and I've watched lots of videos like most of you probably have. And I've read lots of reviews of the Marabu Easy Marble paints and some good things about them, some bad things about them. And I just wanted to test things out first to see if I could at least get something recognizable as a nice hydro dipped item. And then you will take the next step with me. I'll take the camera out on the back deck where the bucket of water is and we will actually hydro dip a couple things. But I wanted to show you what I did as my test pieces earlier today. I started with Superman colors, or actually what I consider also to be Star Trek original series colors. Security, science, and administration. Anyway, I did red, yellow, and blue, and this is the result. I'm really quite pleased with how this turned out. Pull it back a little from the camera. I think it's pretty. I had taken these glass jars and sprayed them first with a layer of matte white spray paint, like I usually do with tumblers. And I just put the colors in the water and twisted as I dipped, and this is what I ended up with. The only problem I had in this particular instance was I had, apparently I didn't notice it on the water, but there was a big glop of paint. Instead of all the different colors marbled nicely, somehow they're joined together, this big glop of the colors, and it ended up glopping onto that one spot on my jar. Which I think is, you know, now that it's dried, it's not nearly as ugly as it was. It looked like a big thing of snot. And it was stuck to the jar. I couldn't wipe it off. It's not quite as bad now. If this were a tumbler, I'm not sure what I'd do. Maybe spray paint it over and start again. Or I could arrange to put a decal there that would conveniently cover it up. But the rest of it turned out pretty nice. So then I tried again with a different jar and these three colors, the amethyst purple, the light blue, and aqua green. I thought that's a nice mermaid peacock thing, and I had even better luck with this one. I think I twisted it better. Again, this was spray painted matte white before I did the dipping. And it turned out really pretty, in my opinion. I don't see any big glops of snot like the last one. I love the twist, or the swirls. There's a little bit of lack of coverage on the bottom. I'm not entirely sure why, because this part goes in first. I was holding the rim. So this should have all gotten paint on it. It didn't. But, you know, I'm not terribly concerned about it either. If this were a tumbler, I could always put some Mod Podge on here and just glitter the bottom. I think this turned out really well. So anyway, this was supposed to be quick. I apologize. I'm already blathering on. We are going to take our equipment back out on the deck and hydro dip a couple of tumblers and see how that goes. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. We are going to try some hydro dipping now that I've done a couple of tests. I have my bucket here. It's basically room temperature. It's in the low 60s, high 50s outside, and it was really hot yesterday, so it's lukewarm. And I'm shaking up my paints. These are the Easy Marble, Marabu marbling paints. I have picked for our first experiment, because this will be the first time I do this, on camera. I picked a wine tumbler that was already matte black, and I painted it another layer of black using the Rust-Oleum 2X. This is actually a semi-gloss, but it shouldn't matter. And the three colors I'm going to use in the marbling are gold, and this is rich green, and the third color is pink. So I'm going to take the lids off so that I have my marbling paints as ready to go. I've already shaken them up, ready to go as possible. And the trick here is to have as little time between the drips and the dip as possible. So we want to sprinkle our colors in and do a little bit of marbling with a skewer and try and connect the paint to the edges so that it's all spread out. We do our dip with a twist, and then when I pull the mug out or the tumbler out, I will hit it with it's not a heat gun, it's just a blow dryer. Basically we want to get rid of as much of the water droplets left on it as possible right away so it doesn't mess up the paint. So here we go. First I'll start with gold. Sprinkle liberally on the water. And pink. Again, liberally. I'm sprinkling it liberally on my deck as well, but that's okay. It needs another paint job anyway, so we'll give it one in marble paints. And then this is the rich green. And just out of curiosity, we'll see if hitting it up with one more little sprinkle of gold doesn't make a difference. And then we'll marble and tuck it all to the side. Okay, and dip and twist. Dip, twist all the way down, and then pull it out. Ooh, cool beans. All right, and then hit it up with the hair dryer that I shouldn't be using with wet hands, but I'm gonna dry it off real quick. The water spots. All right, and I will put it aside to dry further, and we will go on to the next one. Knocked a few things over, but otherwise that went pretty well. Now we clean the water, and that's really easy. That's probably the easiest part of the whole thing. You just do it like this. Have a piece of cardboard from a box, and we just basically run it around the water, collect all the paint, push the rest to the side. And that's pretty much it. Booger out of there. All right, let's clean it out a little more with a paper towel. What I need is a small strainer. I don't have one. I'll get one the next time at the dollar store. We can just strain out any little bits. But that looks pretty good. Tumbler number 2. What paint shall we use for this? Is a white tumbler, white wine tumbler, 12-ounce tumbler. Let's do black and silver and aqua. What do you think? All right, we'll try that. Shake them up good. Here we go. Aqua. Black. Silver. Okay. Marble it up. Connect it to the sides. Even it out. Okay. And in we go with a twist. Ooh, look at that, kids. Isn't that gorgeous? Holy smokerinos. Let me dry off my hands. Try not to drop this in the water. That would be bad. There we go. Blow off the air bubbles. All right. I'll put this aside to dry. My gloves are getting really pretty. Look at that. Pushing it all to the side. Our last tumbler, I have spray painted it blue for the base coat. I want to use, again, Star Trek TOS or Superman colors, which would be blue, red, and yellow. So we're going to do, hopefully we're going to do a Superman tumbler. So that's what's up next. All right, and what I'm trying to do here is get not too much yellow. So we'll try with the yellow first. You know what? Yellow first, but not too much. And we have red, and I don't want that to take over either. And then we have, of course, the blue. All right. Now, marble, and stick it to the sides, trying to spread it all out nicely like that. And here we go. Dip and twist. Oh, like. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Now I will carefully get it with a hairdryer. Alrighty, I am really happy with that. I have to say, the yellow isn't as yellow as it, if I had a white base, it would be yellower. But I'm actually not terribly upset about that because I really did want predominantly blue. And I think I succeeded. So I'm going to let this completely dry and then bring you back for the decal application. Hey everybody, we're back. Slight change in plan. For me it was yesterday, for you it was a few seconds ago. You saw me use these Marabu inks and hydro dip this beautiful tumbler that I've referred to as a Superman tumbler that I was going to finish and then show you, and that would be the end of this video. However, I've decided that we'll keep this all hydro dipping and we will switch to a different kind now, because the other way to do it, if you don't have the marbling paints specifically, is to get spray paint, regular old cans of spray paint. You can get them at Walmart, Home Depot, pretty much any place paint is sold. And I have 4 different cans of Krylon neons here. I took the caps off. I just want to say, as somebody with hand arthritis, that the person who designed these caps deserves a special place in hell. But having said that, I got the caps off. These are the 4 colors we're working with, all neons. And I have prepped 1 more tumbler with white background. So that's what we're going to be hydro dipping. I'm going to shake my cans up. You won't have to see that. I'll just jump ahead and we'll start spraying paint in. And we'll see how this goes. Here we go. Lots of paint in a very short amount of time. That's what we're going for. Whoop. Helps to point it onto the water. Come on. Green, come on, green. green just doesn't want to come out. All right. See if we can marble, attach it to the sides. Okay. Dip and twist. Ooh, baby, look at that. Woohoo! That is luscious, tropical gorgeousness. All right, blow dryer. Alrighty. I will finish this by bringing you back one last time to see all of the hydro dipped cups after they've dried. Hey everybody, okay, here we are for the wrap up. I wanted to show you all 4 of the hydro dipped cups. These were the ones from yesterday. I think this was the first one. And you can't see the green. The green is just gone. I still love this. I think the gold and the pink on black is gorgeous. This one I love. Absolutely love. This is probably my favorite. I think that's beautiful. That was on a white base. This is our so-called Superman or Star Trek TOS. Although the yellow is green, I admit it. That's what happens when you paint not completely opaque yellow over a blue base. So I think if I do this again, or I will do this again, I will do a white base. And that means some of the white will probably show through, but then the yellow will look yellow. And the red will definitely look more red. And this one is the one we just did with the spray paints. It's not completely dry yet. I do see some differences. The colors are gorgeous. I love the colors. I did blow dry it with the hairdryer, as you saw. In spite of that, there was a smudge when I tried to use just the taped areas because the tape would come off so it wouldn't matter, but I managed to smudge it when I took it off my hand to put it on this paint can that I'm using as a dryer, and over here same thing on the other side. So that's a shame. I don't think these paints dry as quickly as the marbling paints do. And now I know. There are some spots where there's a little I don't know what I would call paint snot glops from too much paint. I was guessing as to how much. Again, a mixed media girl, I mentioned her a lot, has done a lot of hydro dipping, and it seemed like more paint is better than less paint. More paint is better than not enough paint. But in this case, I think I got a little extra green glopped in there because I was trying so hard to do the green because it didn't seem to be coming out. Okay, so there you have it. These are our hydro dipped mugs, and I think they are overall quite beautiful. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite color combinations are for hydro dipping, and any problems you've encountered, any successes you've had with hydro dipping. I'd love to hear about them. Like, subscribe, share. Hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe, everyone.